We got to be honest, bro. It sounded like he ran into the Avengers. We got.
What's up with y'all boys? Welcome back to another video. I ain't gonna lie. What time is it? Not even gonna worry about that. We're gonna keep it quick. Tee Grizzley got himself in a bad situation, but we about to get into it though. I ain't even finna waste our time.
Got himself in the middle of something really terrible and really bad. And it stems around the baby shooter situation from a couple of months ago. Tee Grizzley and a gang member from LA called Baby Shooter have been beefing online for a couple of months now. It's been a public feud. Baby Shooter robbed Tee Grizzley's house, went to jail, and then claimed that Tee Grizzley snitched on him and produced paperwork. Tee Grizzley and Dogface and others proved that the paperwork that Baby Shooter provided may not have been 100% real and truthful. So that led to Tee Grizzley going on academics and other platforms claiming Baby Shooter is making up fake paperwork about him, and that led to a back and forth. Now, if you guys forgot this back and forth, it's very crucial to this story. So let me just remind you guys of the ongoing beef between Tee Grizzley and Baby Shooter before we discuss what happened today. Years ago, Tee Grizzley's house was burglarized, right? They took $1 million in jewelry and they took some cash as well.
A couple years ago?
So the news will write, rapper Tee Grizzley not only mourning his friend PNB Rock, he also got drama at home after burglars made off with $1 million in bills and bling. So it goes, law enforcement official tells TMZ, burglars smashed a window at T's house about 2 weeks ago in his Porter Ranch neighborhood outside Los Angeles. We're told the jewelry alone they found was worth more than $1 million, and they also walked away with a ton of cash. According to the police report, no one was home at the time of the break-in, and there's an open investigation. But I do know for a fact, 100% fact, when this happened, Tee Grizzley wasn't playing around. Like, Tee Grizzley was not playing around. He was taken to the streets.
No.
But some say he also took it to the police, which we will review shortly. But what I do know, when this happened, Tee Grizzley put the bag in the streets. He put a bag on the head of anybody involved in burglarizing him. And when the streets began to talk, the streets began to point his hand at a guy called Baby Shooter. So when Baby Shooter was identified as the one who burglarized Tee Grizzley's home, what happened was Tee Grizzley got goons, right? I'm assuming it's other LA gang members, because if it's not other LA gang members, like Tee Grizzley is from Detroit, like his Detroit goons aren't going to be checking a LA gang member in LA, no, right? But dudes who were around Tee Grizzley, they found where Baby Shooter's mama lived, they found where he lived, they found other family members' homes, and they let him know, hey, bruh, there's a bag on your head. We know where your mama live. Here's her address. You better tap in and let us know what's going on.
Not the fat D-Mac. Well, not the fat D-Mac. His name D-Mac though. It's not the fat one though. I know the skinny one that be getting to the money. Yeah. The chopper one that be. Yeah. That's the other nigga. That's the other little nigga. It's like 4 or 5 in it on that shit beside the other nigga. Beside the nigga that I sent y'all that put the whole play together. That fuck with them niggas. Crew, bro.
A bunch of damn dummies worried about
you didn't hear this from me, all right?
Yeah, you ain't gotta worry about that. All right.
All right, it's Nick. It's my cousin from schoolyard, bro. Boom.
Yeah, bunch of grown ass dummies worried.
And 2 niggas, boom. They all get money together. They all around kicking around. You feel me? Boom. Them niggas that's press play on. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now them niggas, they jeweler. They want to fuck with her. They see all the face. They see the face. They're like, oh, is that ain't we ain't with it? Woo. They're like, shoot, you don't know. You feel me? I know your jeweler just fuck. Woo. Feel me? Like, oh, I'm like, shit, hell yeah, he probably get ready for you. Feel me? Like, y'all gotta cash me out though. Set. Ooh, but I know about this. That's why I asked them. Like, you know, you fucking nigga Tee Grizzley, like, he like off limits. I'm like, on crib. I'm like, I ain't say. I'm like, all right, you feel me? Like, boom. But I already them niggas on that.
This footage only resurfaced because I believe he was into it with Milk 74, and Milk 74 released the footage where he's telling the ops, hey, it wasn't me, it was that guy, bro. Man, trust me. Now, a lot of people gave him flack for this. Like, you can't say this is telling because it's not telling, because he wasn't talking to the police, but he was still giving up people and saying they did this and they did that. Knowing there was bags on the heads of people involved is kind of like, man, you don't like do that to your homie, bro. Like, if you know, hey, bro, Tee Grizzley got a bag out on somebody's head for whoever was involved, and you say, nah, he was involved, you damn near okay with your homie getting killed.
Damn near.
So he got a lot of flack for it. So he came back and he explained exactly why He said that much and exactly why he did what he did. And he confirmed Tee Grizzley was putting bags on people's heads.
Never spoke on that video. Well, let me make the long story short. That shit wasn't straight. I ain't gonna say that shit was straight. Niggas should never put no nigga's name in nothing. That shit wasn't cool. That shit wasn't cool. As a gangster, niggas should never implicated no niggas in nothing. But I'll make a long story short. My face going around, they say money on my head and all this and all that. The homie called me like, hey, these niggas want to holler at you, whoop. They trying to say you did this. Before they make a move, they want to whoop, you feel me? So I'm like, all right, what's up? So they put me on the line. They saying, whoop, saying you did it, you feel me, like that. We got your mama address. They tell me my mama address. Bam. They read me my mama address, you feel me? Whole time they like, oh, we don't know if you really did it, or they probably could be blaming it on you, you feel me? So this is and that. So I'm like, all right, smooth, you feel me? So them calls all different times, so they called me back. I'm like, man, look, you ain't hear this from me, but whoa, that's when I said that, you feel me? But what I should have did was called in, you feel me? But the nigga went straight, you feel me? But if I didn't want to tell them, bro, I know what really happened. Them niggas had nothing to do with nothing, you feel me? If anything, I lied on them, bro, but that shit went straight. On the day, I went straight. So basically, it was a twist up, you feel me? To get me on video saying this is and that, you feel me? And fell for it, because, like, mind you, I should have called in, I should have tapped in. There's money on here. I don't know who to trust when they talking about the amount of money they said was on the nigga head.
Baby Shooter went to jail shortly afterwards, but while in jail, he released this paperwork right here where he claims Tee Grizzley identified him as the man who robbed his house to the police. When Baby Shooter got released from jail, he doubled down on the narrative that Tee Grizzley snitched on him. And I'll be real, if it wasn't for Dogface, right, which is like an OG from like Detroit, if it wasn't for Dogface going around from podcast to podcast, building these relationships with all the bloggers like myself, academics, and others, Tee Grizzley would probably have been cooked. But I felt like Dogface did a very good job combating that narrative and kind of poking holes in Baby Shooter's like narrative that Tee Grizzley snitched, kind of like pointing out things that were inconsistent. And essentially Tee Grizzley beat the snitching rumors, due to Dogface. But, like Baby Shooter got out of jail with a vendetta against Tee Grizzley. Now, he robbed Tee Grizzley's house, so I don't know why he would hate Tee Grizzley, right? But Baby Shooter even went as far as banning Tee Grizzley and other Detroit dudes from coming to LA.
Ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, this nigga doesn't own. I don't get this. How do you ban a nigga from a place you don't even fucking own? The nigga don't even got enough money to own California. So why the fuck? You don't even have enough money to own the street. We don't even have enough money to own the damn the county. Why are we saying we're banning niggas? You have no power. What you gonna do? Shoot a nigga? You're not bulletproof. What you gonna do? Jump the nigga? You gonna pop your dumb ass. Self-defense case every time. It's gonna be an all-star JR case all over again.
Dead homie got on it. Got right on it. He ain't playing no game.
Bunch of grown ass niggas.
Yeah, that's crazy. So basically, Tee Grizzley, he no good. Tee Grizzley bad. Dead homie, he bad people. So over here. So do the internet? Do the internet know? Do the internet know? Internet gotta know. I don't know, crib, bro. We're over here. Hey, well, that's how I feel though. I don't know how everybody Detroit. I catch any niggas in the city. I'm robbing all. I catch the city on the dead homies, bro. All them Detroit rappers. Dead homies is how I feel. Besides Doug though, dead homies, Doug really on Krypton. Everybody else though, I'm robbing all dead homies. Hey, think I'm playing for a victim like the rest of South Park.
I love Baby Shooter, man. I like Baby Shooter, but there's no excuse for this malarkey, bro. He comes home after facing life, beats the case, come home a week later, he's threatening to rob Detroit rappers who click up with Tee Grizzley on the internet. Now, this was when I think Tee Grizzley began to take it seriously, because this is when Tee Grizzley stopped responding. After Baby Shooter said this, it went dead quiet on Tee Grizzley's end. Because Tee Grizzley now recognized, okay, it's not content anymore, it's in the streets, cool, I gotta move this way. But ultimately, Tee Grizzley stayed quiet. Baby Shooter is now back in jail on some other charges. And apparently, Tee Grizzley, according to Young and Hefe and other people who are currently in jail, apparently Tee Grizzley is calling shots. A Detroit dude is calling shots in LA County and is influencing prison politics. Because Tee Grizzley apparently had a bounty on Baby Shooter's head. And when Baby Shooter touched down, now, again, this bounty was confirmed by Young and Hefe, not Poetik Flakko, okay? But when Baby Shooter touched down, apparently the bounty got collected on. And we got audio of Baby Shooter being tortured and almost killed.
That's a fact. We gonna compensate.
Oh, shit. See, so I'm talking about. Niggas suffer repercussions and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, come right here, bro. You don't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. I apologize. I don't got nothing to do with nothing. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. Oh, man. Come on. Hey, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. You didn't do nothing. I didn't do none of that stupid shit, bro. You're not going to get nobody. I ain't going to get nobody or none of them. Damn, bro. Everybody clear. Everybody clear. Tell Detroit. Yeah, homie. You got the homie bugging him. And none of that great shit, bro. None of that great shit. Oh, 40 clear. Yeah, homie. On Westside 40, you know what's going on. It's 24, we making the ground shake. Yeah, homies, nigga, we got up in here.
I got love for Baby Shooter, man, but we got to be honest, bro. It sounded like he ran into the Avengers. I ain't never seen Baby Shooter voice go that high. All I heard was, oh. I said, cool. Hold on, bro. Huh? Damn. Yo, what were they doing to you, cuz? God damn. Bruh. I'll be real, man. Now, Baby Shooter is a shooter, not a fighter, so we got to kind of give him some leeway there. But no man voice should ever reach a pitch that high. It will. Now, they had to have poked him up, bro. Cause to me, that's the only way. Cause I don't see a punch hurting that bad to where I'm.
I mean, I seen him get kicked in his shit.
Hey, listen, man. Like if he would have gotten stabbed or punched up or beat up and taken his L, cool. But coming to the phone and breaking it down, that's where I think he took it a step too far. Coming to the phone, apologizing to Tee Grizzley, claiming it was all talk. He's not involved in nothing. He didn't do nothing. That's crazy. But it makes him look bad. Like, right? Now, Youngin Hefe would come on his channel, and Youngin Hefe, who's currently in prison, would claim these dude had no affiliations with Tee Grizzley whatsoever. And now you're about to see how disgusting and sad LA gang members are. So Baby Shooter is from LA. He's a Crip, right? He's from the community. Fellow Crips from LA. Now, these two don't really got, they're from Rolling 40s. I think, he's from Avalon. They don't really got no beef. But they still attacked him to get in good favor with the dude from Detroit. Man, listen, man. Yo, gangbanging is over with, homie.
They do anything for clout.
You feel they a sheep, or you can get over on them, that's what's going to happen. So, he came through the door, you know what I'm saying, with these big old flower earrings, and, he was reportedly telling people that it was worth $6,000. So you could just, imagine, all the spice that's going to buy, or how good you're going to look if you get to put those in your ears. So I had learned that Shooter was here yesterday, you know what I'm saying, from one of my people. They came back from visiting with Shooter and was like, hey, Baby Shooter said, what's happening? He sent his. I'm like, Baby Shooter from where? They like, Avalon. I'm like, oh, okay, he in here? They like, yeah. What I didn't know was that he was in the same module as me on the other side, you know what I'm saying, the original tier that I was on or whatnot. So as y'all hear this recording, as much as y'all can hear, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't really hear it like that, but getting it play by play, from my understanding, he was over there on the tier, and it looked like, you know what I'm saying, the Jack Boys, you know what I'm saying, got down on it, you feel me? 4.0, you know what I'm saying, from 40s, you know what I'm saying, put himself out there,
They say 40 crits.
You know what I'm saying, and making Baby Shooter get on the phone, and basically, this wasn't even like no neighborhood gangster thing, from my understanding. So it looked like these dudes that took it upon themselves, like they want to go viral, like they want some of that Adam 22 clout and no jumper clout, that they decided to hop on Baby Shooter because they know about the Tee Grizzley stuff and all this internet stuff that's going on out there. So basically, they trying to collect on a bounty, you know what I'm saying? And they hoping that Tee Grizzley send them some money or send them the money, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know nothing about no bounty. Didn't know it was a bounty or whatever, but they said they trying to collect the bounty, so that's why they got on Shooter now.
Yo, it is hilarious. Yo, it really said, hey, listen, man. Yo, they were trying to collect the bounty that Tee Grizzley put on Baby Shooter. But I don't know nothing about no bounty. Nah, man.
He sat there and said that.
What about it too is
bounty on Baby
clearly
Shooter
he left, right? Like he packed it up and he left.
What?
and they're still trying to shame me. Fam, they just try to kill me. They put a knife, they brought weapons. They threaten to kill me if I don't hop on this phone and apologize. And I'm supposed to stay in a module or a dorm with all my enemies? With no homies around? After they already tried to assassinate me, and I'm a buster if I, man, all right, man. Anybody claiming baby shooter is a buster or soft for packing it up and leaving or dormant a module ran by the same dudes who are trying to murder him, you guys are out of your mind. I applaud you, bro. All right, listen, bro, you in county jail on some petty charges probably. You trying to come home, bro. Man, don't try to play tough, bro. Leave, go to PC if you got to, come home and podcast like an MF. Right? Because the dudes who are in jail right now facing 20, 30, 40, they won't be able to beat you on the outside. You'll be able to control the narratives with the podcast. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? All right. Do y'all think what happened to Baby Shooter is fair? Let me know, okay? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here or here or here to find out why exactly. Again, this is a good video. Kendrick Lamar is getting away with doing something really foul to Draco the Ruler, and I'm sick of it. So this video right here breaks down why we can't allow Kendrick Lamar to continue to get away with doing this to Draco the Ruler. I'm gonna see you guys in this video somewhere on my screen. Click the hype button below to send me a hype if you really want to support. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.
Oh, since he's out here, I'm about to be out here. About to see that video. I might watch that. Where is my mouse?